Paramedics care for patients during some of the most serious moments of their lives. The work requires advanced knowledge and technical skills, but it also requires sound judgment, professionalism, compassion, and the ability to perform under pressure. Hi, my name is Ryan Dennert, and I serve as the EMS Professions Program Director here at Chattahoochee Technical College. I began my career in emergency medical services in 2005. Before coming to the college in 2015, I worked as both a ground paramedic and a flight paramedic. Since then, I have focused my career on helping prepare future EMS professionals. This video is designed for students interested in completing paramedic training at Chattahoochee Technical College. By the end of the video, you should understand how the program is structured, the time commitment involved, the basic enrollment requirements, the estimated cost, and the steps needed to register. For additional details, students should also review the Paramedic Admissions Guide, the Paramedic Frequently Asked Questions page, and the college catalog. Together, these resources provide the information needed to understand the program and prepare for enrollment. Before continuing, please note that you must be an EMT before beginning the paramedic program. If you are not already an EMT or currently enrolled in EMT training, visit our EMT webpage and watch the EMT program information video first. Paramedics provide advanced pre-hospital assessment and treatment, including ECG interpretation, expanded pharmacology, complex airway management, and advanced procedures such as chest decompression. Paramedics commonly work for ambulance services, fire departments, and hospitals. Some also work in flight or critical care transport, industrial medicine, and other specialized settings. The goal of our program is to prepare paramedics who are competent in three main areas. The first is cognitive competence, what students know and how they apply that knowledge. The second is psychomotor competence, their ability to safely and effectively perform paramedic skills. The third is affective competence, the professionalism, communication, integrity, and judgment expected of a paramedic. Everything we do in the program connects back to these three areas. Our paramedic program has been accredited by the Commission on Accreditation of Allied Health Education Programs, or CAHEP, since July 2016. We offer paramedic education at two Chattahoochee Tech locations, the North Metro campus in Ackworth and the Appalachian campus in Jasper. Students at both campuses follow the same curriculum and program expectations. Both locations include an ambulance simulator, stretchers, cardiac monitors, airway equipment, and other simulation resources. The program includes classroom instruction, case studies, team problem solving, skills practice, and realistic patient care scenarios. We would like to introduce you to some of the people who will support you during your paramedic education.
My name is Logan Harris, and I'm the clinical coordinator for the paramedic program at Chattahoochee Technical College. My favorite thing about teaching paramedic students is watching them gain leadership skills to be the calm in the storm. They utilize their training so that they can have confidence facing any emergency. The best paramedics I ever worked alongside, they went the next step when dealing with patients, not just fixing their broken bones or resuscitating them, but their kind words to family members. You're interacting with these people on sometimes the worst day of their lives. You are their hero, and they'll remember you forever.
My name is Nathan King. I'm the paramedic instructor here at the North Metro campus. I've primarily worked in the 911 arena, spent some time in critical care and in the emergency department as well. I started at Chat Tech in 2019. I think what I enjoy most about teaching the paramedics is seeing the growth of the student from the beginning of the program to the end. They become more confident, they start thinking through things instead of just memorizing them. My biggest piece of advice for a prospective student would be to come in with the right attitude. Be willing to work hard, ask questions, and this last one's important, appreciate failure. There's so much to learn from failure. It's inevitable that you're gonna have some failures in paramedic school. But that's okay, it's part of the process.
My name is Chris Simmons. I'm the lead paramedic instructor at the Appalachian campus. I started working in EMS in 2017 in Cobb County, and I've been working part-time ever since. What I enjoy most about teaching paramedic students is the fact that we can take someone's career that's already foundational and fundamental to who they are as a clinician and bridge them into an advanced provider, one that provides life-saving care. Our agenda is pretty simple, and it's to make you into the best clinician that we possibly can. And in doing so, over the next 4 semesters, you will become the kind of clinician that not only has the care and the compassion and the empathy, but also the knowledge and the know-how behind all of these different interventions and actions that you can take as an ALS provider.
The paramedic program is completed over 4 semesters. Once you begin, you'll remain with the same cohort and complete the paramedic courses together in a set sequence. The North Metro cohort begins in January during the spring semester and finishes at the end of the following spring semester. The Appalachian cohort begins in August during the fall semester and finishes at the end of the following fall semester. Both cohorts follow a shift-friendly schedule designed to accommodate students who work A, B, or C shift on a traditional 24 on, 48 off schedule. Classes are held on Monday, Wednesday, and/or Friday from 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., unless otherwise directed by the instructor. For most of the program, students attend class 2 days per week. During the final 2 courses, the schedule is reduced to 1 class day per week. Because the exact class days vary by campus and cohort, you should carefully review the schedule for the specific cohort you plan to join. A link to the detailed schedule is included in the Paramedic Admission Guide on the Paramedic webpage. Class attendance is mandatory, and missing more than 15% of any course may prevent successful completion. Students must earn at least 70% in every required course in order to progress through the program. During the program, students complete approximately 540 hours of clinical and field experience. These hours are completed in addition to the regularly scheduled class days. Students schedule their own clinical and field dates with our clinical coordinator. We partner with hospitals and EMS agencies throughout the region so that students can work with different patient populations, preceptors, and healthcare professionals. Before attending clinical and field rotations, students must satisfy the requirements of our partner agencies. These requirements include a background check, drug screening, health documentation, required immunizations, and completion of agency orientation requirements. Students must also follow the program's uniform grooming, identification, conduct, and safety standards. More detailed information will be provided before the program begins. Paramedic education includes physical, cognitive, and communication requirements. Students must be able to perform the program's essential functions with reasonable accommodations when appropriate. A complete list is available on our website. Students who need an accommodation should contact Disability Support Services as early as possible so appropriate support can be arranged before classroom, laboratory, clinical, or field requirements begin. After successfully completing all required courses and program requirements, graduates become eligible to take the National Registry of Emergency Medical Technicians Paramedic Certification Examination and pursue applicable state license. Our students have historically performed very well on the National Registry exam. Because outcomes change over time, current certification, retention, and placement data are available on the Paramedic webpage. The process for enrolling in the Paramedic program is pretty simple. First, you must meet the program's EMT requirement and be prepared to provide documentation of your certification or state license. Second, you must apply to Chattahoochee Technical College and complete the college admission process. Your program of study should be Paramedic Certificate, Diploma, or Degree. We'll talk more about these soon. Third, review the Paramedic Admission Guide on the webpage to confirm the campus, start term, and class schedule for the upcoming cohort. Fourth, submit the request for course registration approval form on the Paramedic webpage. Once approved, you will receive authorization to register for the first semester Paramedic courses. Submitting the form does not reserve your seat. Your seat is secured only after you register for the required courses. Step 5 is to register for the 4 courses listed here on the screen. Each cohort is limited to 20 students. This applies to both the North Metro and Appalachian campuses. Seats are given to the first 20 eligible students who successfully register for all 4 courses. Approximately 1 month before the program begins, registered students will receive a welcome email with information about textbooks, uniforms, program requirements, and important deadlines. A mandatory orientation is held during the week before classes begin. The orientation date is listed on the detailed course schedule available through the Paramedic Admissions Guide. Students pursuing a paramedicine diploma or associate degree must complete additional general education courses, which may include English, mathematics, psychology, and anatomy and physiology. These courses may be completed before or after the 4-semester paramedic sequence. Because the program is demanding, we generally do not recommend taking them at the same time as the core paramedic courses. The required courses and suggested completion schedules are listed in the Paramedic Admissions Guide. The estimated total cost of the paramedic program is just under $8,000. The estimate includes tuition, mandatory college fees, uniforms, textbooks, the background check and drug screening process, required program expenses, and National Registry testing. Because tuition, fees, and vendor costs may change, students should review current information before enrolling. We strongly encourage students to complete the free application for federal student aid, commonly known as FAFSA. Questions about HOPE, federal financial aid, veterans benefits, tuition, fees, or individual eligibility should be directed to the Chattahoochee Tech Financial Aid Office. If you are ready to take the next step, visit the Paramedic program webpage, review the Paramedic admissions guide, and complete the request for course registration approval form. For questions not answered in this video, review the Paramedic admissions guide and Paramedic program facts page. You may also contact your academic advisor for assistance with college requirements, or contact me at the email address shown on the screen with program-specific questions. Paramedic School will challenge you to grow, preparing you for a career filled with purpose and the opportunity to make a real difference in the lives of others. We are excited about the opportunity to work with you. Thank you for considering the Paramedic program at Chattahoochee Technical College.